What's up, y'all? In today's video, I'm going to be going into something that I feel is often abandoned, but has proven to be extremely beneficial to me in my weightlifting career. It is one thing to work hard and grind it out in the gym, but it's also extremely important to make sure you track this progress. And I found that one of the best methods to do this is to keep a workout journal. In the past, I've made a video about journaling your workouts daily, but in this video, I'm going to be going over my weekly overviews and my weekly journal entries. So if y'all are ready to get your workout journaling game right, then wait no longer, let's get it rolling. Alright, so as I said, I do this type of journal entry once a week, and usually it's either right after my last training session for the week or it's my rest day before my next week. So for step one, as the heading on my journal, I first like to put the dates in which I trained and then my average body weight for those times. If you aren't journaling daily already, make sure you go check out my video. It's also linked in the bio. But putting these dates just gives you a direct time frame that you can look back into those daily journal entries and you can see, okay, this is what I'm talking about during these times. And so then going on to step two, the real juicy stuff, I like to write down the best cues of the week. And so I do 1 to 2 cues for both snatch and clean and jerk. And these are just things that I found help click the most. It made the most sense to me and it made my lifts feel the best. Sometimes there's cues that work and then there's other cues that really help you understand it, and it's really simple and it just gets your lifts popping like that. So those are the ones that I like to write down right here just so I can carry those on and remember them for next week. Following cues of the week, we have step 2, which is the dubs for the week. What were your biggest wins of the week? Now this may be time to go back on the Instagram, check out your big lifts that you had this week. It can be certain numbers that you hit, it can be a certain feeling, it doesn't matter the magnitude, big or small. You just gotta celebrate your wins and make sure that they don't go unattended to. If you don't remind yourself of the bright and positive moments in the sport, then it's gonna be hard to stay motivated and really enjoy the process. One example that may go under this section is that you got a 5-pound PR on a certain lift, or maybe that your 90% lifts felt easier than they ever have, or maybe you just didn't puke this workout. That could be a dub too. I kind of hope it's not though. Now going on to our next step, this is more of the critical aspect of the journal where we look back at the flaws of the week. Now we know that I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, your brother, your mother, your training partner's not perfect. So in this section we can really drill down, dang, what could I not get clicking this week? These could be technique flaws, maybe a lack of preparation. Although it may dead the mood a little bit, it is important just to highlight these things so you know what to improve on in the future and maybe what was holding you back. Because say maybe you didn't have as much wins this week, but you had a few flaws. These flaws will help put in perspective what you were working with, because during your workout there could be many variables that affect it negatively or positively. So you just got to keep these in mind, because then in our next step we're going into how to improve. How is the you next week gonna look better than the you right now? You got to be clear cut in your plan of action and specific in what exactly you want to achieve. So you can then use this section for next week, look back on it, so you'll have a certain focus and mission every time you step foot in the gym next week. For example, say this week you bench 225, but next week you really want to get 235. As a plan, you're not going to just say try harder or just bench more. You could say something like you're going to plan out your jumps a little better to work your way up to 235. You got to give yourself a plan while the feelings of last week are fresh, so that you don't go into next week just blind and in the dark. Now for our very last step of our journal, we have our goals for next week. Because what's a journal entry without goals, am I right? Now for your goals, it's important that they are measurable and attainable. If the last improvement section was how you're gonna do it, this is what exactly you wanna do. Now, of course, you're only giving yourself a week to do it, so don't do some crazy far-off goals like you want to get a 30-pound PR. Just focus on a couple of things that would really make your week feel satisfactory. This could be a certain number you really want to hit, or it could be that you're finally solidifying a certain cue that you've been working on. Just make sure it's something that you can look back and check if you did it and you completed it during the week. And so maybe these exact goals will go in the dub of the week column next week. sweet. And with that said, that is all for this video. If you have any questions on how I do this journal, you can just drop those down below. Make sure you guys like the video, and if you aren't already, please subscribe for more videos like this. A matter of fact, if you guys like this video, subscribe and then comment down below. Send me a screenshot and send it to my Instagram at Coby Rhodes. And if I see y'all did all those things, I will follow you back on my Instagram. I really like to build a community with this channel, and so I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. So I will catch you guys next Monday on Money Moves Monday. We out.